Scared the shit out of myself. How's everyone doing? Hopefully being safe in the heat. I'm sweating my ass off. Trying to get this freaking camera mount to work. There we go. That's better. I forgot to cut the other grooves, so this is just some square tubing. This is going to be the body of the ram guide, and I made these rollers that I'm going to be bolting to here, and that way, with them being bolted, you can actually adjust the depth of the wheels, because this actually sticks in further than technically needed, so it'll have adjustability, but I forgot to cut the rest of the grooves, so working on that. I'm using, it's the Wen portable metal cutting bandsaw. I got it mounted to a piece of wood with some big hose clamps. It has the foot. Trying to adjust the camera without dropping it. It's got the moment foot switch, which you can add extra, but you have to have the trigger squeezed down. But this thing is awesome. I've used this to cut a lot of material, not just like for knife making, but also for cutting structural steel and other stuff. So, awesome tool. I'm going to be doing a review on it very soon. I'm going to be having some how to build your own bolt together forge video out soon. I just got to finish editing that. Go check out my other videos. I did a video on how to make your own DIY forge burner out of just 9 plumbing parts and a couple of gas fittings. That thing works great, and you'll be able to upgrade your forge. If you make the forge that I'm going to be showing you soon, you can upgrade that forge to forced air. That way you can save money on propane and also get hotter forge welding temps. Apologize, just gotta move you guys. Because I just gotta move you. So right now, I was able to cut the majority, but I need to grind the rest. And got a 2x72, but I don't have a narrow belt yet. But I got this 1x30, which so far I really like it, especially for anyone trying to get into knife making. I still got to do some more testing on it before I do a full review, but so far I like it. But I just need to move you guys. I don't have the best camera set up. And I'm trying to keep my phone plugged in because it's kind of low battery. And I got work at 4. So I'm just trying to get this in before I go to work for night shift. Turn around. We're dancing, baby. All right. There we go. That's less of a stupid camera angle. That's good. Oh, it was good, but the phone's being. Whoops-a-daisy. It's always a pain trying to use this camera mount. There we go. All right. So we just need to get rid of those sharp corners because we don't want the wheel being impeded by those. So luckily the 1x30 fits in. I just need to get my respirator on. You can see how hot it is because New England, baby. Now one of the things, so I got the Tony Stark beard because I got to work on a separate video, but if you got facial hair, pretty much this is like the most you can really have because the respirator goes around your face. Obviously I'm sweating a lot, so the water will help keep a seal. But you want to get a good respirator. If you want to have a beard, like a big bushy beard, you can look up respirators for beards. It's not easy because literally you need to make a perfect seal, so like you could make one yourself. All right, so we got that done. I'm gonna bring you guys over to the welding table because I'm using the square tubing as the kind of like, not quite like a welding table, but I'm using it as the, if it's square to that, then it's fine because everything is square to that one thing. Gonna use the back camera, or the normal camera. All right, that'll be good. But thank you guys that are watching. Feel free to subscribe. We'll be making more beginner blacksmithing and bladesmithing. Also, if you got a wood stove, I'm going to be forging more of these. These are so you can get the lids off of your stove. And I'm going to be showing you how you can forge a simple blacksmith's knife. I have a piece of rebar with no power tools. All I did was forge this to shape and use a file and hand sand to make it pretty. Looking for my other nut. Where is it? Always be careful wherever you store your wire wheels. These things can really prick your hand. I had more of these somewhere. Also, go check out my video on how to make your own homemade paste wax for blacksmithing or woodworking. This stuff just has filtered beeswax and food grade mineral oil. And even though this is like a spreadable consistency, it's not liquid, so like it's good. I'm gonna get specific proportions, so that way we'll have a recipe. Hell yeah, flood. I can't find it. There we go. There's one. Well, now it appears. Thank you, Small Neb. The shop I gotta organize. It's not yet a winning shop. I gotta organize. But I found my other nut. So if you're wondering why I need the nuts and the all thread, this is what we're making. I've already made 2 others. I got to make more. So the all thread connects the 2 pieces. The grooves that we cut in the tubing will make it so that the wheels can stick through. I can't grab the piece of metal. I got a 2 1/4 inch diameter piece of rod. That's going to be a hammer ram. It fits in here and it has some slot to it. So I will be able to adjust accordingly. But I'm using the square tubing as the square, like, because the wheels, I'm gonna put the wheels together. And I'm using rollerblade wheels. I'm gonna flip you guys around just because it'll be easier. So for the ram guide, I have the all thread and I got the angle iron. But if you look closely, see those pieces of copper? Those are copper washers, and that's my spacers. And they're small enough where you can see they don't impede the wheel. How was the doctor's appointment? Still old? Gotta help my grandmother with groceries. Remember, family first. Always help your family. So. And she brought Chinese food. You know what that means? No wonder why the neighborhood cat population's down. I'm joking, of course. Alright, so we don't have any welding just yet. I gotta put the wheels together. So this is what we're aiming for. One second. Got the grind on the other side. I'll be. So if you're wondering what's the point of making the rims like this, well, Clay Spencer made a treadle hammer, which is, I'm trying to see if I can make a treadle hammer, like a power hammer, treadle hammer hybrid. I'm not using his design directly. I'm kind of trying to combine Cody Ironworks. That's a cool blacksmith. Go check him out. His shop is, he makes cool stuff and he's got a lot of experience. But if you look up homemade power hammer, Cody Ironworks, he made this funky power hammer. He only used a friction guide. I'm trying to avoid using a friction guide, but it used a leaf spring instead of a teeter-totter design where you have like a leaf spring, you have your column and you teeter-totter. His was, you have one point here on the column and it picks up the middle of the leaf spring and you have a little bit of linkage and it's able to, I think you're able to get more using the same cam rotation, you can get more lift, but it's a little bit trickier, so. Be safe.
I didn't find the right side high. Usually when I'm here and he's here, I walk down there.
Yeah.
That's what
Yeah. It's also because it's so damn humid. Like, I'm sweating, none of my sweat's evaporating. I am, but I'm gonna weld soon, so I don't burn my legs.
Because that's not good for your skin, all that heavy stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
gonna flip you guys around real quick. So the copper washer set. You can see that inner ring just before the bolt. So these copper Hauptworldschum. I'm making a homemade power hammer because I want to be able to make more products. I got an upcoming event in September, so I want to be able to forge more stuff, but also I want to be able to forge like small axes and small hammers, and also maybe make some Damascus, because the forge I made, which I'm going to be having that video out soon on how to make your own blacksmith gas forge, it'll be able to make Damascus. So I'm using rollerblade wheels to guide the ram, but you can see how it's spinning unimpeded. That's because this copper washer, that little steel in the middle just before the bolt, that's the inner race. So this copper washer that I use as spacers doesn't pinch the wheel. So ciao, buongiorno. But luckily I got more of these copper washer sets. I just ran out in this one, but I got a couple more from Amazon, because there's a very specific size that only works. Gotta make a sheet for this. Oh shit. I'll get that one. Alright, so that's good. We got that one. I just need to get my spacers. The bolts I got are a little bit too long, but that's fine. I can literally just put a nut over it. Tested these nuts, but for some reason they like the. I'll be right back. I got a set. Yeah. This is a cool thing. I just got this set from inside, so it's like 60 degrees. You can see the humidity. I need to be able to see what the hell I'm doing. Yeah, I'm going to be having more stuff on my Etsy. But you can see how, look at how it's got fog on it. This is brought from indoors from the air conditioning. So it's like 60 something degrees. And it's so humid out, you can actually see the moisture condensing on this. So yeah, that's why I'm soaked, because it's really hot and humid and your sweat can't evaporate in high humidity. So that's why you lose a lot of electrolytes. At least one of these works. So even though I got this tightened down pretty good, the washers do not impede the rotation of the wheel, so that's nice. Okay, see what time it is because I gotta get going soon. Thank you. I will succeed. Because even if I fail with this design, I have other ideas. So. The humidity is bad. This is why I'm bad. I got this thin jacket from the thrift store, Salvation Army, because I don't want to be too sweaty here when I'm welding. I don't want to get shot. So, always when you get into welding at home for making stuff, whether you do welding for just fabrication or other things. I used to have a cheaper welding helmet, but it didn't have a test function. So, see that test? You want a helmet that has that because, thank you for watching my videos, man. I am working on more videos. I'm going to be getting videos right now. I have a couple of videos, build videos on how to build a simple bolt together, no weld blacksmithing forge. I'm trying to get a couple weeks worth of videos edited so then I can have a consistent schedule because people in the algorithm, which is the people mixed with the computer, like consistency. So I'm working on getting those edited, trying to stream regularly too, so that way I'm still putting out content. Hopefully you guys subscribe and watch my other videos and also watch the stream VODs because I do have some shenanigans in them. Not the most, because obviously what I'm working on right now is kind of a boring thing, but once the work is into making this boring thing work, then I'll be able to forge more cool stuff. Especially I'm going to be recreating anime and pop culture stuff because I'm a nerd. I'm going to be doing a video on how 3D printing is awesome for blacksmiths because I'm going to be making some anime knives, like from Naruto. This is Asuma's knuckle knife. I designed and 3D printed this one. I need to redesign it because the hole spacing's a little bit not fun. I gotta curve the holes a little bit more so my fingers are closer together. But I'm going to be forging a real one of these, but you guys will see. Just make sure to subscribe and also share my other stuff. I don't just want to make cool stuff. I want to educate people and also inspire people. You don't have to do metalworking, blacksmithing. Just learn how to make something that's useful in your home. You know, I got to get back into learning how to crochet because I want to make my own hats. I want to get some like alpaca wool. Now, before I weld this up, luckily my respirator fits underneath. These wheels, when I welded on the nuts before, they caught on fire. So before I weld them, I found out the only reason why they caught on fire, besides a lot of excess heat, is any chemical reaction, things have to have a certain amount of heat to get to a certain temperature. So this is just my cutting oil. It's literally just canola oil. So I'm coating the wheel in the canola oil so that any radiating heat any radiating heat won't instantly catch the rubber on fire. It'll have to heat up a layer of oil first, and then it'll have to get hot enough to melt or burn the No, I'm not done welding. I accidentally made a mistake. I didn't have the spacing right on one of them. So luckily I'll be able to cut the tack weld, but this heat is getting to me. I gotta go in and eat. So this heat, I am gonna be ending the stream soon. This is my shirt. I didn't add any water. Yeah, that's disgusting. I gotta go in. Luckily, my grandmother brought some Chinese food, so I need all the salt. I'm gonna drink a bunch of water. But remember, guys, be safe, have fun. Electrolytes, you need salt. So I'm gonna be doing a video, like a little short soon, on how to make your own blacksmith Gatorade or Switchel. It's what the farmers use. So thank you guys. Be safe, have fun, make some cool stuff.